Excellent job. All right, so I'm gonna cross the street here and then go here. It's more relaxing walking to work than taking the bus because you don't want no noise and it's peaceful and you just enjoying your lonely, the time like walking and stuff like that. So it's actually peaceful when you walk in, you visit your culture, you visit your heritage, you visit your structure and all type of things that you visit in your community. So right now we are actually at Bedford and I'm walking on Bedford. So we headed on to Eastern Parkway I reach Eastern Parkway in 20 minutes. So let's start the day off positive, We're not thinking negative, So let's go. Down. Culture, in the culture, Let me tell you guys a little story. All right. One of my workers at work on camera duty on me, like on my shift, he carried his children to work. He carried his son to work in his stroller and pushed his stroller down the street, And while he was pushing the stroller down the street, the baby saw culture. He saw culture in a different perspective of culture and how culture rule, how culture heritage affects our biorhythm, My coworker texted me the other day and told me, Shamika, man, I saw culture, man. We saw culture. And I said, he shot at the museum, Eastern Parkway Museum, Brooklyn Museum. And he had to do an assignment over that side. He said he had to envision culture and heritage in different nations. So in this area where I'm at, Bedford Avenue, this area, Bedford Avenue, used to be culture. And the structure of culture in Bedford Avenue is like, you experience it in a different perspective, in a different view, and also a different understanding of it. So Bedford Avenue was created in 1939. So 1939 was Bedford was created. Hillside Queens on Jamaica Avenue was built in April 28, 1931. So you have to know your history of how everything first started. These buildings was never here. This was like factories and train tracks and stuff like that. And there are houses that's been abandonment. So it's been abandonment houses for years. So it's like abandonment, abandonment housing, house that was there since the 1890s. All these townhouses down here on Lefferts Avenue, it's been built from the 1890s and the 1990s and 1900s and all that stuff like that. So you experience culture and views and different perspectives if you view the culture in one understanding of it. So let us take a. All right. So in culture, we look at culture structures like Bedford Avenue. You don't see that. Like these buildings right here. Like I'm telling you, show you. These buildings right here. Like I'm pointing to you. These buildings right here. These buildings are like they've been built since the early 1990s. So all these cars wasn't here back in the day. Like all these cars like just park on this block. They never was here, you know? And we have to learn history. You have to learn how history is and how history affects our culture. So the history of Beverly Road, Bedford Avenue and Beverly Road. Beverly Road was created in the early 1920s. Bedford Avenue was created in the early 1900s. So Bedford used to be a place where the 49 started running in the early 1900s, where they had the old buses that used to park. And back in the day, you never used to have those stuff in the nation. You never used to have those, areas where you could go and you see your view and structures and everything like that. So you see Sterling Street right here, like I'm right here. All these houses on Sterling Street right here. This is Prospect Lefford Gardens. All right. These houses been built up in the early 1800s. These bought the 1890s, between 1890s and 1900s. So those houses has been there for years, right? And back here, those houses been there for years as well. So when you look at culture, you look at history, and you look at how the history builds up a culture. So we're talking about history, right? So we headed over to St. John's Place. St. John's Place was created in the early 1895. And you have to know history where you create culture in your perspective in different venues and different lives of structure. So right now we passing Empire right now. So we're crossing over Empire. So let's go. All right, so right here's Empire Boulevard right here, and all these buildings was not here. They just built up the storage space right there. Before that, the Empire roller skating rink was here in the early 90s, and this is all Empire Boulevard over this side. So as you can see, down here. And then over here, the Empire roller skate area used to be right down the street right there. All right? So this is where culture starts. Empire first opened up in the early 1900s. In the middle of the street was a train track where the trains used to run in the middle of the road. It used to be a train track. Yeah, it used to be a train track in the middle of the street. So when they dug it out, they right. So a train track in the middle of the street where the people had to go to what do you call it? To go to the trains to get to the train station. So let's go. We're gonna cross the street right now. No, I'm right to us. All right, so I'm gonna turn my camera in and let you enjoy the rest of the video. So this used to be Kentucky Fried Chicken. So this place right here used to be KFC, where Burger King is at. KFC used to be right here. You see that church right there? That church used to be where they plan funerals and events. Right here, that church on Sullivan Place. Right? Alright. So we're gonna reach at Eastern Park right now. So KFC used to be here. TD Bank, there was another store right used to be over here as well. So let me turn my camera to my face now. Alright. So right over here was TD Bank is here now. But there was a KFC here and there was a Popeyes used to be right here. Actually. Where TD Bank was at, Popeyes used to be right over here. Alright. So right where TD Bank was is Popeyes. And Rite Aid is right here. So they just built a Rite Aid over here. And Medgar Evers College is right over this side right here. So right now we reach over to Crown Heights now. Wind blowing me, bro. Gotta do what you do. Alright, so I'm across the street right here. Crowd over that side. So this building is Medgar Evers College. It's Medgar Evers College right here. Not too far from my house, but I reach here in 10 minutes. The heck? So this is Medgar Evers College right here. I used to attend tutoring sessions over here with a professor who's an English professor, and she used to tutor me in reading. So this was a college that I went to get the additional help with my Regents at RCT. Medgar Evers College is a 4-year school. Whew. took a good deep breath. All right, we're gonna stop it right here.